Well, some of those kids enjoying lunch may be enjoying recess soon, and I know for my kids that is their favorite time of day, especially when it's like it is outside today.
You can get outside out there today.
You can run around.
Yeah, you can.
Barely work up a sweat.
Yeah, get up some of that energy. You know?
A lot of it. So come home with it.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, but it is a nice day for that. A little breezy out there, but yeah, sunny skies out there. Those temperatures are going to stay nice and mild out there. Taking you out to the downtown Dallas studios here. Looking at the clear skies. Picture perfect out there for us with the clouds that we did have around. Those have moved on out with that front that's sweeping across the area, but the temperatures, they're still in the 70s. It's 75 right now, but we do have those winds out of the west. Northwest 16 miles per hour, but some gusts will have up over 25, I think, as we get into the afternoon. You see the dew point. It's comfortable out there for us here this morning. That humidity only 48%. So we're looking at lower 70s heading out to Grand Prairie right now, heading over to Louisville as well. 71 in Denton along with Weatherford, and we'll have some lower 70s heading on out to Rockwall at 73 and 72 in Mesquite, Lancaster, and DeSoto. A little bit warmer there at 76. So we'll still see some mid and upper 70s before those temperatures get a little chillier heading on into tonight. Once again, pollen count, it is still high. The usual suspects, the ragweed and mountain cedar, both high again today, so that may be causing you some problems as we go through the day too. Those northwest winds behind the front, those lower 70s as we look at that forecast high, those forecast highs heading over to Fort Worth today, getting out over toward Canton and Athens. We'll have some upper 70s, maybe getting closer to 80 before that front moves through in our southeastern counties later today. So still above normal with those temperatures, as that normal high is 67 for today. And again, it will be a little bit on the chilly side for tomorrow morning, as we'll dip back down into the low and mid 40s as we head out the door. The winds will be easing up though, but we'll have some mid upper 40s, so definitely jackets and sweaters heading out the door, I think, for tomorrow. All right, let's talk about the changes though that will be coming our way over the next several days. Now we'll keep it nice and quiet and dry through the end of the week, but we'll have the next storm system setting up in the desert southwest, moving eastward as we get into the early part of next week. So what that's going to mean for us, so we'll keep it dry and pleasant for now, but then the rain does return as early as Sunday. We'll start to see the increase in clouds across the area, and then we'll be talking about some much cooler air coming our way as well as we head toward the latter half of next week. Now, as far as the rain chances are concerned, we'll keep it 0 on Saturday, bump the rain chances up to about a 30% coverage Sunday, and then about a 50% chance for some showers and maybe an isolated thunderstorm or two as we get into Monday. It looks like Sunday night going into Monday, the best time frame for the rain across the area, and you see some low wind chances as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Another thing we're going to be watching as we get into next week as well, still eyeing the tropics. We do have a disturbance now, has a 90% chance for some development. It is south of Jamaica, out in the Caribbean right now, and it looks like over the next few days, getting into the early middle part of next week, it too could get out into the Gulf of Mexico, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. Hurricane season doesn't officially end until the last day of this month, the end of the month, but that's something that we'll be keeping an eye on. And you see the models, the future name Sarah with this system, so we'll be watching that in the days to come as well. So that's a very late season storm, but yeah, it's been very active and continues to be that way, it looks like, across the area. All right, here's that 14-day forecast. Today we'll be up around 74, 75 today, upper 60s tomorrow to around 70 on Friday, keeping it dry right on into the early part of the week there, 72 on Saturday. And then we'll have that 30% coverage for a few showers as we get into Sunday of next week. And then those rain chances continue Sunday night going into Monday. Looks like our best chance for some rain. And then look at those temperatures by Tuesday, not getting out of the 60s. And we may struggle to hit 60 degrees for the rest of the week as we're looking at much cooler air moving in. And some of those overnight lows may dip down into the upper 30s and low 40s early next week. All right, Mark, or late next week. Mark, back to you.
All right. Thanks for that, Greg.